Hi there everybody, I'm Rosslyn, and thank you for joining me on Orkney today for my fourth and final playthrough of Unicorn Princess by Shannon Gilligan. This is one of the Dragonlark Choose Your Own Adventure books. Like say, this is going to be the fourth and final playthrough, because this completes a series of four. There are three more of these. If you see this and you enjoy it, there's more. Hey, hey. Right. This is illustrated by people with difficult to pronounce names. Sorry, people. Vladimir Semyonov and Fian Arroyo, I think. And it was made in 2018. I'm going to whisk quickly through the intro because, well, if you want to see the full thing, I think all three of the previous playthroughs have had the whole thing, so we're going to have mainly pictures as the lead up this time. So here's my questionable cardboard cutout parents waving me away. I'm in my third year at Princess Island Camp, so I'm in my snazzy red threads there. You're trying to show up to go to Princess Island in these dinghy things. All of the flyers have started flying away and getting wet. Mrs. Wiggins, who you're meant to meet, she is nowhere to be seen. You found a welcome pack that's addressed to someone called Josephina with quite a long name. The first question is, do I want to go in search of Mrs. Wiggins? But I think it was just one playthrough that lasted for, and it has already been done. If you want to know where Mrs. Wiggins is, or if we find her at all, because I can't remember. Yeah, no, I can remember, but I'm not spoiling it. You have to watch the playthrough to find out. Because today we are just going to decide to find Josephina and give her this welcome packet. I think it is the only one that's not soggy, if I remember. So I've found, yep, that's correct. Yes, the only dry one. Found Emily here. She's on her phone. She's like, hang on a minute, and that. Having a wee talk. Can I find Mrs. Wiggins? Talking on her walkie-talkie. She says, hop into a boat. Oh, they're not really dinghies. They're like Zodiac boats. Apparently they are called. So we are zooming to Princess Island. This lovely lass is here with her suitcase. We've heard about that previously, but we're not getting too much into the suitcase, or is it a trunk it's officially called. This is Josephina, I believe, and she is staying at Trout Lodge, or wherever I'm at. Trout Lily, that's the one. We both piss about the farting horse. Here we are having fun with the farting horse. Very nice. She's lovely. And now, let's see. Yeah, we leave the stables. Notice a strange. I'm going to slow down here because it does get interesting. Leaving the stables, you notice a strange tree in the woods. It's glowing. You squint your eyes. There's a pattern on its trunk that juts and smooths to form a face. Standing right in front of it is a tall, beautiful horse. Just want to check I have actually no just wheeked too far here. No, this is correct. Yeah, we're just leading through to Trout with Lily. And then, yeah, not brilliant. There's a unicorn. We're about to dash into the woods when you remember Joe. She hasn't got any mates. You shouldn't rush off without her. Fair points are being made. Being made here. Right, so. What's happening now? Right. Do I dash into the woods? Meet the unicorn. Does stay with her. I mean, it's the final playthrough. Gotta go YOLO. I also think this might be the one we've not done. So right. I'm dashing into the woods to try and meet the unicorn, is what we're doing. Tweaking off to paragraph, page 13. So I'm saying, oh, Joe, I think I've seen a unicorn. Joe's like, yeah, seen it too. Tree's looking normal. Unicorn's gone. We dash over there. What? Maybe I'll slow down for this bit too, actually. Yeah, we both scrambled through the woods. When we reached the tree, the unicorn's gone. The tree, which looked weird as heck before, now looks normal. There's no green glow. We both saw it, but we're coming back later. Jo needs to put her trunk away, and she's sounding nervous about the trunk. If anyone wants to hear this a wee bit slower, there is a full playthrough where I do whee through it, but it takes like 12 minutes. We gotta go like the clappers here. Right, we've gotten to Trout Lily. There's nobody here. Jo's wheeking her trunk beside her cubby. She's giving a thumbs up. She's no saying what's in there. And now we've got another lass comes over. Perry, are you there? Someone hollers from outside. Pandora, you exclaim, rushing to hug her. Hello, you must be Miss Josephina, or Jo, right? Pandora winks. Jo curtsies and nods. It is such a pleasant pleasure to be meeting you. Oh, I'm not giving everybody voices. I was giving her a Scottish accent before. Jo curtsies and nods. Oh, it's such a pleasant pleasure to be meeting you, she says. Getting distracted by the picture. There we go. But that's us about up to speed now, so I can slow down. Pay appropriate amounts of attention from here on in. 3 gongs sound over the loudspeaker at this point. You girls ready to head to lunch? Pandora asks. We were actually gonna look for Jo's lost, you stammer. Dance costume, Jo blurts. I didn't ken how I lost it. We were going to backtrack past the stables. You look at Pandora, then at Jo. You've never told a lie before, not to remember. Well, maybe a few fibs. I mean, here's her little face. Come on, we're naughty little girls going on an adventure here. I get to decide whether to change the subject to get out of Jo's fib. We ain't snitches here, but we can change the subject, or I want to just go along with our story. So let's see where this takes us. I think I'll go with the latter. Absolutely dance costume. Behind the stables. That's absolutely whatever she said. Okay, good luck finding it, Pandora says. See you at the lodge. Did you really lose your dance costume? You asked Jo. Not exactly. But it was the only thing I could think of. Let's find the unicorn, Jo says. You set out into the woods. You don't find the unicorn, but you do have fun. You head back to Trout Lily. You are bunking above another new camper, Princess Ava Chauvon, and you introduce yourselves. Junior Counsellor Lady Osgood throws a s'mores party under the stars. You, Jo, Ava, and your other cabin mates laugh and sing camp songs until bedtime. This sounds lovely! Ah, isn't this nice? See, there we are, having a campfire, doing s'mores. Absolutely wonderful. You spend the night tossing and turning. You are worried about Mrs. Wiggins. That's a good point, I'd forgotten about her. Where is she? Finally, you get out of bed. Oh, here we go. Set off for Prince Island with your compass. See, I thought we were getting a bit wholesome and wrapping down there, but no, we're off to Prince Island. Seemingly on our own. No choice there. This is us. Look how mischievous she looks. She's not even giving me the choice. She's like, she don't even care about me, the reader. I'm in my, whatever it was called. It's not a canoe or a dinghy, is it? It's a, whatever it was, boat. Oh, I can't find it now. You ken the ones, though. Big pointy ones. Right. I'm setting off to Prince Island with my compass. I'll go talk to Harold, you think. He may be a dweeb, but he is still your brother. Oh yeah, my brother, I believe, is on Prince Island. I believe that my friend Joe's snot-faced brother is on Prince Island too. We skipped past that a bit, but yeah, he is. It's a kayak, it's called now. Okay, it looked like the other ones. Fair enough. There's a one-person kayak in the boathouse. You pull it off the rack and set out across the water. You hold your lucky compass between your two big toes. Oh, that must be it. Using it to guide you in the right direction. And light the way. There we go, that's the compass there. Holding it between my toes. Clonk! Something hits the bottom of your kayak. And then another clonk, followed by a thud. You look around and nothing's there. Hello? You see? Hey! Watch where you're rowing, pipsqueak. You hear? Who's there? You ask the darkness. The name's Betty. Betty Splendy. The voice answers. You feel a little splash and looking down see a bright magenta fish sparkling in the moonlight. There she is. Fantastic, Betty. Wow, you say. I've never met a fish that could talk. Do you know the way to Prince Island? Let me see what accent I gave her again. Oh yeah. Follow me, Betty says, shooting an electric wave of light up her spine and down her fins. Staying close, but not too close to Betty, you paddle to Prince Island. As you pull your kayak onto the sand, Betty's glow dims. Thank you, Betty, for all of your help. You say, no sweat, pipsqueak, Betty says, splashing you again with her back fin. Looking past Betty, you see flashing lights coming from Princess Island. Is that Morse code? Grabbing a stick, you translate the message in the sand. So here we are, that's the kayak there. Here's me looking noble, gasp. Betty the fish there. Lovely lady. You step back and read the message out. Follow the North Star West. 911. Sounds urgent, eh? It's not an American thing. Call 911 instead of 999, eh? See what's up there. Follow the North Star, eh? The lights across the water keep blinking the same message over and over. You might be the only person awake to see it. Sounds like trouble, Betty says. I say we swim over and investigate. So, do we want to just clear off back to Princess Island? Do I decide to follow Betty? Or decide to find Harold and say goodbye to Betty for now, eh? I mean, I haven't found Harold. We haven't explored Prince Island at all. Are there unicorns on Prince Island? There were on, small spoiler, Princess Island, so I think we should decide to find Harold, my brother, eh? And say goodbye to Betty for now. Just for now. And if you love Betty enough, you can go and see another playthrough if you love her that much. For now, I appear to be doing whatever this is. This is new. Yeah, here's me having a look. On a tree. Right, what's happening here? Good luck, Betty. You say, I have to go see my brother Harold right now. You wave goodbye to the magical fish and walk down a path toward the circle of Prince Island cabins arranged around the campfire. It's starting to get light out. 2 councillors are pulling the Prince Island flag up the flagpole. 4 long gongs sound over the loudspeaker. It's the wake-up bell. You hide behind a tree trunk to look around. Harold walks out of his cabin, heading towards what must be the Prince Island main lodge. You shuffle through the trees. Psst, you whisper loudly. Huh? This is how I imagine brothers look around at that age. Huh? Harold looks around confused. Harold, it's me, Perry, you say. Dirt? What are you doing here? Again, this is just how I imagine brothers look at that age. Perry? Is everything okay? You shouldn't be over here. Harold says. I couldn't sleep, you say, walking out from behind the tree. I don't know where Mrs. Wiggins is. Everything is going wrong. I told Pandora a fib. I feel bad. Tears well up in your eyes as you say, I don't think I'll ever be a good princess, let alone a good queen. Harold gestures for you to sit down on the bench, and you do. Was it a lie or just a fib? Harold asks. A fib, you answer. Well, I mean, you should always tell the truth, Harold says, but everyone makes mistakes, and oh, don't worry so much about being a good princess. I mean, just be Perry, and you'll turn out just fine. I don't know what this sneaky winking is about, but okay, we're both sneakily hugging each other, I guess. Okay. Now, I should get you back across the lake, Harold says. Before we go, I have a question, you say. Harold, have you ever heard a fish talk? Oh, have you met Betty? Harold asks. You know about Betty? You say. I'm older than you. I know more than you think. Betty brings messages back and forth between the two camps. Look for a note tonight in your cabin sink. Which cabin are you in? Trout Lily, you say. The middle sink tonight, okay? Don't forget. Harold whispers. Oh, that's imagine me whispering, right? Harold loads your kayak into a Prince Island boat. Ooh, fancy. And he drives you back to Princess Island. Everyone is just getting up. You're able to sneak back to Trout Lily without being caught. That day you are groggy, but you feel better. And that night you wait all night by the middle sink. Just when you're about to fall asleep from boredom, a note pops up through the stopper. Plink. Harold must have used special waterproof paper because the ink didn't run at all. The note says, Ava will know. Ava will know what? You tiptoe through the cabin, making sure to miss the squeaky floorboards, and tap Ava on the shoulder. She blinks awake and smiles. I'm not sure who Ava is. I'm going to give her a plummy English accent, okay? She blinks awake and smiles. It's about time, she whispers. As she crawls out of bed, you can see she is dressed like a zebra. Here, she says, handing you your costume. You pull on the brown, yellow and white clothes, and then finally, beautiful multicoloured wings that you wear on your back and arms like a cape. You are a bumblebee. This is her. Here we are. You set off into the night and try out your wings. They work. Buzzing at top speed, you zoom through the clouds, batting your wings. Below you see Ava galloping at top speed. You follow her trail through the dense trees. She is headed right for the tree you saw on your first day, the one with a trunk that looked like a face. Ava stops in front of the tree and whistles aloud, "Hoo-wee!" You dive down until you are hovering right near the tree. Then you flutter the rest of the way to the forest floor. Ava transforms back into Ava, and you transform back into yourself. The tree twists and creaks and comes to life. She smiles and shakes her leaves like hair. "It is so nice to see you again, Princess Ava and Princess Perry," the tree says. Ava curtsies before speaking. "Hello, Miss Tree. Oh, we are looking for a magical unicorn." Your eyes nearly pop out of your head. "Indeed," Miss Tree responds. "Perry, do you have your compass?" You pull your lucky compass from a fold in your wings. "I do," you reply. "West of the North Star is that away." Miss Tree points. You and Ava follow the compass to a clearing. A house 10 stories high looms above your head. The windows flash with light. Crash, bang, boom! Squeezing Ava's hand tightly, you walk into the house. A ghost is sitting at a table covered with bubbling flasks. Popcorn is bouncing, pop, 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 under the lid of a pot on the stove. The ghost squints and throws papers all over the room. He is making a huge mess on purpose. You run to the stove and turn off the burner. Here's the ghost making a big old mess. Jeez. Popping up corn, knocking over things full of weird liquid, chucking bits of paper everywhere. Bruh, calm down. Anyway, I'm turning off the stove and turning the burner off. Run to the stove, burner off. Yeah. "I am Her Royal Highness Princess Peregrine Yvette of Chittendale Palace," you announce, "and this must stop at once." Oh, the ghost speaking. "But I can help you find the unicorn. You will just need to solve this riddle." The ghost replies, "We may only be princesses in training, but we're pretty smart," you say. "Ask me your hardest riddle." "Okay, smarty pants princess, here's the riddle," the ghost says. Two camels were facing in opposite directions. One was facing east and one was facing west. They were in the desert, so there was no reflection. How can they manage to see each other without walking around or turning around or moving their heads? You pull out your lucky compass, inspecting it for clues. Aren't they just facing each other? One pointing west, one pointing east. We'll get on to it. Sorry, that might be a spoiler. That's what I reckon, though. Is this simply about having a compass and knowing how cardinal directions work? I feel like it might be. It is a Dragonlark book. Let's see, though. Holding the compass up, you swivel around until the needle points exactly east. "Ava, go stand exactly where I'm pointing." Ava scurries across the room, standing next to a large dining room hutch. Its drawers and doors are opening and closing, rattling all of the plates and silverware inside. "Now what?" Ava asks you. Squeezing your compass with a big smile, you turn to the ghost. "I've got it! The camels were facing each other the whole time. The ghost is stunned. That's right. A deal's a deal. That's its hardest riddle. I'm sorry, but bro, I mean, I was miles ahead of this pair. Can we agree? I don't know. Award myself a gold star on this one. Just saying. It's a kid's book. Shh, calm down. Don't come for me in the comments saying I'm really stupid, okay? Please, please, please. Anyway, the ghost's got a deal. The ghost swirls the flask faster than light, and before you know it, a unicorn appears. I always knew unicorns were real, you say, giving her a big hug. The end. Oh, we're getting cheaped out on the unicorns this time? We don't even get a picture. Oh well, here's the unicorn from the front again. I had fun. I hope you have enjoyed joining me for my fourth and final full playthrough of Unicorn Princess by Shannon Gilligan, illustrated wonderfully by Vladimir Sianov and Fiona Arroyo. This is a Dragonlark. Choose your own adventure book. I've been Rosslyn, this has been Orkney. You've been a lovely audience. And I will say toodaloo the no to you for now, but I hope to see you for another playthrough very soon. Bye!